Good evening, one and all. My name is Anthony Davis, and I'm a deacon at UPHC of Bayboro, a denominational Pentecostal Holiness Church of Bayboro, North Carolina, located at physical address 3493 Highway 304, Bayboro, North Carolina 28515. Our mailing address is P.O. Box 237, Bayboro, North Carolina 28515. I'd like to start this evening by saying that I'm here defending a ministry that was started by a mighty woman who saw a need for a denominational Pentecostal holiness church, an assembly place for those who wanted a free, open praise, a noisy, uninhibited praise here in Bayboro. And she started that. But in recent times, we have been through our own difficulties, to say it mildly, and things occur, as in all churches. But I'd like to talk about, helping a church live. And this is an appeal to you, whoever you may be watching this, to help a church live. And I would like to see it thrive, that we assemble in this place with a united mind to do the bidding of the Lord, not our will, but His will. And I'm going to be reading from 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 as Paul's ministry. Paul's ministry. For you yourselves know, brethren, that our coming to you was not in vain. But after we had already suffered and been mistreated in Philippi, as you know, we had the boldness in our God to speak to you the gospel of God amid much opposition. For our exhortation does not come from error or impurity or by way of deceit, but just as we have been approved by God to be entrusted with the gospel, so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God who examines our hearts. For we never came with flattering speech, as you know, nor with a pretext for greed, God is witness, nor did we seek glory from men, either from you or from others, even though as apostles of Christ we might have asserted our authority. And that's what she did when she came down here. She asserted her authority and established first the mission and then the church. Now a new pastor has stepped into that mantle, and for some reason things come to the gate trying to crash those walls down. So I'm appealing to you, wherever you may be. Be the hope for the hope of the church, that we may be able to thrive and do the mission set forth, the vision that the woman of God saw so many years ago when she opened the doors of this church. The 1 Thessalonians goes on to say, but we prove to be gentle among you as a nursing mother, tenderly cares for her own children, having so fond an affection for you, we were well pleased to impart to you not only the gospel of God, but also our own lives, because you have become very dear to us. And each and every person that has come to that church is dear and will always be dear. Yes, people move and go their separate ways. People move on to sometimes bigger things, sometimes the same things, sometimes other things. But never should there be an intent to not care whether or not a ministry perishes. Because whether you have stayed or moved on, the need for the same ministry is an ever-present thing in that same area. So this appeal is to you, whomever you may be, that we're asking you to be a contributor, an offerer, a tither, a seed sower in a ministry that is trying to get its grassroots, get on the ground running again, because the enemy has been attacking the gates. And we are doing our best to bear up and bear them shut, that he cannot enter that domain. We are a humble people, a very capable people, that we are very, very humble before the Lord. But I'm coming to you now as a God-fearing man, speaking to God-fearing people who would want to see a ministry flourish here in Bayboro, here in Pamlico County, a undenominational Pentecostal holiness mission, which is available to then, once established, move out into the community, showing people love, showing people that we are there to help them stand again and rise up from the ashes, or rise up from their temporary setback, stand on their own 2 feet, find a way without forfeiting all the liberties that God has already given them. So if it strikes your heart, if it settles upon you that you would want to offer or tithe with us, please send your tithes to P.O. Box 237, Bayboro, North Carolina, addressed to the Undenominational Pentecostal Holiness Church, or send your offerings to the same address. Our pastor is Bishop Gary Williams. He's a mighty man of God who has been in ministry for over 30 years, who received this assignment from the Corporation Church. He falls under the leadership of Bishop Clarence Flowers. And he is a Bible teaching man. He's a God-fearing man. He's a praying man. And if you want to stop by, please come by the physical address, 3493 Highway 304 in Bayboro, North Carolina, 38 miles northeast of New Bern, down Highway 55 East. We have service every Sunday now at 11 o'clock. Every Tuesday we have Bible study, beginning with prayer at 7 o'clock. And other events will be announced as they occur. But as I continue to say, help us become a thriving, living organism in the community, where we begin to help the people of the county enjoy their praise and worship and see great things come from that which you provide in the Lord's name. And I thank you for just paying attention. May God bless you and keep you, and may He smile down upon you in everything that you do.